I picked up this used table saw from a friend of mine, and you can see he built some dust collection below it and so forth. But my problem is I need it on wheels. So today I'm going to try to figure out a way to get some wheels mounted underneath this using some 2x4 hinges and wheels. Okay, so what I did is I had to put a piece of wood down around this bottom part of the legs down here. Where you see the wood propped up. So I lifted up a little bit so that I could try to form fit my piece of wood I cut to have an idea of how high to have it up off the ground in order for the wheels to clear when they're up, and then of course when I do put them down to give enough lift to lift the saw. Cut my two pieces of wood. I did cut a little bit of an angle on this end to match that, only so that I could get the wood as close as I could to it in order to screw through that metal into the wood, as opposed to having it barely lapping over it. This other piece of wood here really doesn't have to be as long as it is. It was just the piece I had, so I didn't see a reason to cut it off any shorter. Okay, so I've got the first one mounted. The key now is going to be how do I keep it locked down to keep the wheels down. I'll tackle that next. Once I get that figured out, I'll go to the second side. So I'm going to show you here now what I did. I've got the boards at each end with the hinges, and then as these lever arms come down, what I did temporarily at least is I made this little wooden U-shaped piece just to clamp them. Works very well, very easy. Now I did get these wheels at Harbor Freight. I think they're like $3 something a piece. It's really overkill, but I want them because I wanted that locking mechanism. I did have to go back and add another piece to make the wheels come a little bit lower because that locking mechanism wasn't clearing as it would spin, so it wouldn't spin all the way around. But other than that, it turned out pretty well. Hope this might help some of you. Those are 3-inch hinges. The broad hinges, I could have probably used 2.5s, they just didn't have any in. Over here you can see where I had the extra piece to lower it down a little bit lower on the wheels. But it works well. Just a basic just a basic circular saw, table saw stand. Probably like most all of them, so this should work on pretty much any stand you've got. Hope this helps.